Hi everyone, welcome back to Acended Masters 101. This is where we talk all about the teachings of the Acended Masters, and we are right in the middle of a playlist in which we are interviewing students of the Acended Masters about just all things about their experience on the path. I've peppered them with questions about their experiences, their insights, things that they've learned along their way, their favorite this, their greatest that, and I've learned so much so far. And in this video, we're going to talk about the question, what is your favorite part about being on the path of initiation? And this is right on the heels of the video before this, which was what is the most challenging part about being on the path of initiation? And was there anything that you did that you were able to use to overcome it or to manage it? And so this is the follow-up to that. What is your favorite part about being on the path of initiation? And the path of initiation is really an incredible sacred adventure of overcoming and of self-transformation and of growing into your highest, best self, of becoming the Christ, just like Jesus did, just as Jesus taught us to do and has asked us to become as well. And so the path of initiation is amazing, and there's so much joy in it and beauty in it. And so I wanted to ask these Acended Master students what their favorite part is, because there's so much to love about it, and there's so many different things to love about it. And so hopefully this sharing of these lovely people's hearts with all of you can provide you with some maybe inspiration or insight or context for your own path, for your own walk with the Acended Masters, your own sacred adventure. So let's jump into it. This is, what is your favorite part about being on the path of initiation?
People are seeking adventure. You see all these people doing extreme sports or trying to outdo something that someone else has ever done, searching for that adventure and that excitement that it brings. The spiritual path under the Ascended Masters is the most exciting, the most challenging, and the most beneficial path you can walk on this planet, because it takes us home to God. It is indeed the sacred adventure. It's not always easy. We face our karma, we face tests, in terms of trying to grow and progress, but it's there. And if we will make the effort, it returns onto each one of us so much and so more. And the freedom it brings, if we can let go of the past and surrender those things that we don't need anymore and take that step that God wants us to take, it is the grand adventure.
I like knowing that I'm making progress on the path, and the way I can tell is something that maybe would have bothered me years ago is like nothing now. And one of those things, and this has to do with my level of commitment and wanting to stay heart-centered and cultivate virtues so that the light in my heart is healthy and active. And that would be service, being of service to others. I remember there was a time where maybe I would see that someone needed something, but I was a little bit lazy about responding to it. Maybe I would try to find someone else to do it, but it's like now I feel good about being that first point of contact and making sure that things get done, because it's a beautiful thing to be able to help somebody else who needs something, whether it's something big or something small, and that's my response for that one.
The sense of divine purpose and the greater mission for God is really special. And also, it's such an honor to serve with the Ascended Masters and the Great White Brotherhood, knowing that we too are a part of this cosmic and heavenly hierarchy.
Changing, getting better, being kinder, just seeing bad habits decrease.
What I like most about being on the path of initiation is knowing that the masters can't make it easy for me. And knowing deep in my heart that even when I fall and I don't hit the mark, They're rooting for me to get up and try again and always strive to be like my Holy Christ self, even when life gets hard.
It's so empowering on so many levels. So many questions are answered, and the tools are given too. It's not a random thing. It has purpose and intention, everything that comes into your life on the path of initiation. I also really like the decreeing in general, because that's where the power comes out to deal with all of these things that come up in your life.
You have to make an effort, and when you pass an initiation, it makes you have this great sense of victory.
The security of its structure and the opportunities that are available to us because of that structure.
It connects me to reality. I can just give my problems over to God. And when I do that, I have more peace and I have more harmony, and the problem gets resolved much more quickly than if I try to resolve it myself. It gives me the opportunity to balance my karma, to serve, and to move even closer and closer to my ascension.
I finally found my way of life. It was the way of life I had been looking for my whole life.
Having so many friends that are what we call keepers of the flame, brothers and sisters in a fraternity that is like no other fraternity in the world. And then also knowing that you have all these friends in heaven. Every Ascended Master is a friend. So it's going to be a huge party.
For me, the sweetness of God. God answers your prayers before you even verbally say them. The experience of God's such sweet and personal and intimate care for your soul, for me personally, that's what is the most precious part of the path of initiation.
The hope it gives me to make my ascension.
Being on the path gives purpose to my life. It gives focus to my life. And the teachings themselves answer every question I've ever had.